This review contains spoilers for the latest Power Rangers movie. If you haven't seen it yet, I suggest you hold off on watching this video until you have. Thank you. Hey guys, I just got back from watching the Power Rangers movie. And I have to say that I was really impressed with what I saw. I mean, yeah, it takes place in Angel Grove. You got your Power Rangers fighting evil, fighting Rita Repulsa. It had a lot of nostalgia for me, and seeing the when I was in that theater, when I was in the theater, I saw some kids in the audience. I used to be one of those kids by, obsessing over the show, collecting the toys, playing the video games, and so on and so forth. For me, it was in terms of an overall reboot of the series, it had a lot of nostalgia factors. And remember when Zordon used to say in the opening, "Recruit a team of teenagers with attitude"? Well, these teens had a lot of attitude. Part of it has to do with their home lives, which we never learn about in the original show. What we learn about is Jason being a football star gone bad, Kimberly having her reputation ruined because of a picture, Billy having autism and living at home with his mother, Zach being a kid who cuts class and just to take care of his sick mother. Then you have Trini, who's a rebel girl whose parents expect too much of her. And that was really interesting to see this movie shed some spotlight on their lives. And we never actually saw that in the original show. And another thing I wanted to point out was the designs of the Power Ranger suits. The suits were armored like in the original movie from 1995. But these suits had more like a Guyver feel to them. I have not yet seen Guyver, but I plan to somewhere down the line. And again, this is a reboot of the series, so there will be a new suit, a new battle suit design compared to the Sentai versions that we've all grew up with. The ones with the spandex suits and helmets. These were full armor suits. And the design the designs worked. The designs overall worked. I didn't really have any complaints about those. And the whole storyline itself, I really didn't have any complaints about it. You find out Zordon was a Power Ranger himself, and had his own team. Who saw that coming? And Rita Repulsa having a brand new design herself. Wow. And going after gold. Her seeking gold kind of reminded me of the Leprechaun movies. but this time she was trying to revive Goldar. I mean, unlike the Rita Repulsa in the TV show, she didn't have Squat, Babu, Finster, or Scorpina with her. But Goldar was in it, and Goldar was actually literally a golden entity, versus the show version where he was a blue monkey. But there were some funny parts, like Alpha 5, even though it's a much smaller version compared to his TV show version. I still got a good laugh out of it. He still had this trademark "ay ay ay," but it wasn't in the Richard Horvitz voice. But I think Bill Hader did a great job of voicing him. And then the robot fight. I thought the Zords looked good. When the Zords went to action, they played the Go Go Power Rangers song from the 1995 movie. Now to me that was a real treat. I mean, wow. I couldn't believe it. And then when they formed the Megazord, I got even more excited. I mean, the Megazord was updated, and it kind of reminded me of a little of it was a cross between like Optimus Prime from the Transformers movies and the Jaegers from Pacific Rim. I mean, I like the movie overall. I give it an 8.5 out of 10. But one treat was seeing Amy Jo Johnson and Jason David Frank at the end of the movie. I was really happy to see them, since Amy Jo Johnson hadn't really been in anything Power Rangers since season 3 of Mighty Morphin. To my knowledge, that is. But seeing Zordon in the beginning, he looked the same as he did when he was in his weakened state in the original movie. That's another thing. It was a revamp. Plus, I noticed elements from the first movie. So, to me, I thought that was a reminder that it was still Power Rangers. It was still Power Rangers, and to fans, old and new, young and older, whatever, that's what it was. A Power Rangers movie. And even though it was a reboot of what we're familiar with, it worked. And in the post-credits scene, they call her Tommy Oliver in detention. There's going to be a sequel. And I still think Rita Repulsa will have some part to play in the sequel. Even though she may not, we don't know whether or not she'll be present. Because we saw her freeze up and die during the Megazord battle. But it was really interesting to hear the Zeo crystals being mentioned. What's going to happen if the Zeo crystals the Zeo crystal is found? That's something that has me curious. But I I like the movie, and I'm really glad that my friend invited me out to go see it. So that's basically my take on the movie. I like the designs. I thought a lot of it was updated. A lot of it was a new approach, and I actually would. It's one of those movies that I want to see a second time. So with that said, I'm gonna end the video here. But it did have a. This movie did have a big nostalgia factor for me. It was actually. I mean, it was actually really good to see something new. See a new approach be made. These were a lot different than what we grew up with. Like, it wasn't action show and soap opera. It was it had good character development. It had good action, and they did learn that they have to act as one if they want to succeed. I mean, that's what Power Rangers is all about, right? But yeah, that's all I have to say about it. So, please subscribe to my channel for more content. This is Shaman Omega, signing off for now. Catch you later.